Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, well, we've got a really fascinating mission, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're taking just one sourced Alison McLean song, Don't Change Your Dance. The lyrics are just incredibly powerful, almost philosophical.
Right.
And we're going to treat it like an instruction manual, almost ancient wisdom.
Okay, I like that. Not just a song, but a map.
Exactly. A map for handling, that internal doubt we all feel and how to keep moving forward. It's more than just music.
It really is remarkably structured when you look at it that way. Like, we can pull out the core philosophy here. Themes like perseverance, what you called the physics of intention, I like that. And that link between today's actions and tomorrow's world really offers a kind of practical model for, like, internal strength, just wrapped up in poetry.
Totally. And what I like is it doesn't, sugarcoat things. The difficulty is right there, which makes the encouragement feel well-earned.
Yeah.
It's this mix of challenge and actionable guidance right away.
That's a great way to put it. Challenge and guidance.
Okay, so let's dive in. Let's unpack this. Where do we start? It has to be that initial state, right? The tough part.
Yeah, the starting point. And the lyrics are super explicit about it, being pushed to the borders and limits of our doubt.
Wow. Yeah, that phrase.
I think that's really the bedrock, It immediately says, hey, if you're struggling, that's okay. That's part of this. It validates the whole experience.
It really does. It sets the scene by just admitting growth isn't comfortable.
Right.
We're not being gently nudged. We're being pushed right up against the edge of what we think we can handle. Why do you think it's so important to start there with that pressure?
Well, because if you don't acknowledge that pressure, that difficulty, then the advice that follows the call for commitment, it kind of loses its punch, doesn't it?
Yeah, true.
If it was all smooth sailing, you wouldn't need a song telling you to keep going.
Right.
The text basically says, look, the real work starts right there at the edge of your doubt. That's where character gets forged.
Like a comfort zone boundary.
Exactly like that. The borders of your doubt are the edge of your comfort zone. Pushing them is growth. Staying inside, well, that's stagnation.
And it repeats that line later, doesn't it? About the borders and limits.
It does, yeah. Which emphasizes this isn't a one-time thing.
Right, it's ongoing.
It's like the state you operate in when you're committed to something meaningful. So the song's almost saying, feeling tested, good, you're in the right place.
Okay, that makes sense. It establishes this necessary friction.
Precisely. That constant internal challenge, that's what separates, passive wishing from actively building something.
Okay, so we're there, at the border. Feeling the friction, feeling the doubt. Now what? This is where, for me, it gets really interesting. Because right after admitting how hard it is, the lyrics immediately point to the solution. They locate this internal resource.
A place where faith, trust, and belief often sprouts.
Yes. That line. It's already inside you.
That's pure self-efficacy right there. The belief you can actually do the things needed. And the key thing is, the power source isn't external. It's not waiting for someone else to approve or for some gadget. It's generated from within. The potential, the seed, is already there.
But just having the seed isn't enough, is it? The lyrics don't just say, oh, you've got potential. They give an instruction.
A very direct one.
Water those seeds of intention.
And boom, that's the pivot. That's the absolute core action in the whole text, I think.
Yeah.
It connects the abstract idea, belief, faith, intention to concrete, physical action, watering.
Intention alone is just a thought bubble.
Exactly. Watering is the work. It's the implementation. And if we want to connect this, poetic language to something like behavioral science,
Go on.
this is where we talk about implementation intentions. It sounds fancy, but it's simple.
Okay, break that down. How is watering like that?
Watering isn't random. It's consistent. It's scheduled maintenance, right?
Yeah.
An implementation intention is basically a pre-plan. If situation X happens, then I will perform behavior Y. So instead of just vaguely intending, I want to finish this big project.
Which is easy to say.
Right. You set a specific trigger in action. When I finish my lunch break, then I will immediately spend 30 minutes working on chapter 2. It takes the decision-making out of the moment.
Okay. It automates the action.
It turns that passive desire, that seed, into an active, almost automatic response. The lyrics are demanding that consistent, deliberate effort. That's how you build and maintain a habit. That's watering.
So the watering isn't just trying hard when you feel like it.
Right.
It's setting things up so the work happens reliably.
Precisely.
Okay, but let me push back a bit here. Doesn't that constant watering, that daily grind, get exhausting? especially when you're still feeling pushed to the limits of your doubt?
That's a fair question. Huge question.
How does the song deal with that potential burnout, the fatigue of just keeping on?
I think it addresses the fatigue by fundamentally shifting how we think about rewards. Which actually brings us perfectly to the next big theme.
Okay.
We usually wait for the big win, right? The finish line, the external validation.
Promotion, the book deal, yeah.
The lyrics seem to reframe rewards as something more immediate, something transformative that happens during the struggle, not just after it.
Okay. You're talking about the next lines. The benefits aren't called success or results. They're
The
called...
blessings, the magic medicine.
Right. Magic medicine. That's such a powerful phrase.
It's crucial, isn't it? It elevates the work itself. The magic medicine suggests that the act of watering, of nurturing your intention, is itself healing and transformative.
Explain that more.
You stop focusing only on the distant outcome, and you start valuing the feeling of competence, the clarity, the flow that comes from that daily commitment.
So the process becomes its own reward.
Exactly, the deepest reward, maybe. You don't just get the goal at the end, you become the kind of person who can achieve that goal. You get stronger, clearer, more resilient through the watering.
That is a really significant distinction. It's like aiming for a marathon finish line versus realizing the training itself changed who you are.
Perfectly put.
And the lyrics also give us specific things to look out for, don't they? Like little signs along the way, validation signals.
Yes, absolutely. The double rainbows in the sky.
Yeah.
And special moments letting you know that I'm nearby.
Okay.
These are presented as cues, like intermittent reinforcement, psychologically speaking. They confirm you're on the right path.
Okay, but hang on. Isn't relying on double rainbows a bit, well, wishful thinking?
Yeah.
How do these poetic signs fit with the intense internal effort, the hard work of watering the seeds?
That's a really important question, because I don't think the text presents them as passive gifts.
Okay.
You have to be active watering your seeds to even notice them, let alone receive them. They aren't like lottery wins for people just sitting around hoping.
Nah.
If you are consistently focused, consistently watering your intention, your perception actually shifts. You become more attuned to opportunities, to helpful coincidences, moments of synchronicity maybe.
So you start seeing things you wouldn't have otherwise noticed.
Exactly. Things that confirm your efforts are aligning with, well, something, whether you call it the universe or just your focused subconscious recognizing patterns.
Okay, so the signs aren't magic appearing for the passive watcher. They're validation that becomes visible to the active participant.
That's how I read it. And the lyrics repeat these signs, right?
Yeah.
The rainbows, the special moments.
Yeah, they pop up again.
Suggesting they're not rare, once-in-a-lifetime things. They're frequently available, almost like regular feedback, for those who maintain the discipline and the attention to see them.
It breaks the monotony.
It breaks the monotony, provides that little psychological boost, that confirmation. Keep going. It's working.
Wow, okay. That's quite a system. We've got the pressure, the internal resource, the need for constant watering, and these validating signs and blessings along the way. So now we arrive at the core instruction, the central command, the title.
The title itself. Don't change your dance. This is it. The final and maybe the most demanding piece of advice.
Right.
And we really need to unpack what the dance means here. It's more than just like your daily routine.
Okay. So how do you interpret the dance? What's it encompass?
I see it as having maybe 3 layers. First, it's your method, your routine, the specific way you've decided to water those seeds.
Got it. The how.
Second, it's your character, your integrity, the core values that are guiding why you're doing this in the first place.
Okay. The why and the who.
And third, maybe the deepest layer, is the rhythm or your identity. It's the commitment to being the kind of person who sticks with this particular effort, this particular dance.
Wow.
So the command isn't just don't stop trying. It's more like don't abandon this whole integrated system, your method, your character, your rhythm that you've carefully built.
That raises the stakes considerably. Changing your dance isn't just tweaking your schedule.
No.
It's potentially abandoning a core part of who you've become through the process.
Yeah.
And man, the pressure to change must be huge sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
When you're at those borders of doubt again, when short-term fear is screaming louder than the long-term vision.
The world constantly throws things at you, trying to make you change your dance, right? New shiny objects, comparing yourself to others, sudden panic.
Yeah.
This lyric is basically a command for deep self-trust. It's saying, the path you chose, the rhythm you developed, trust it. Stick with it, provided you maintain the integrity of that original intention.
And the song gives us the ultimate why for sticking with it. It connects today directly to tomorrow.
Yes. Tomorrow's world plays from how we feed today. That line gives immense weight to every small act of watering, every moment of staying in rhythm.
It makes today profoundly important for the future.
It's the ultimate payoff for sustained, deliberate effort. If your dance today is focused, consistent, true to your intention, well, then the music of your tomorrow, your future reality, will reflect that coherence and strength.
But if you feed today with inconsistency, with doubt, with chasing every distraction,
then tomorrow's world plays a chaotic, unsatisfying tune. It makes consistency almost a creative act. You're literally composing your future with today's dance.
it weaponizes consistency in a way. The stakes aren't just about hitting a goal, but about shaping the actual reality you're going to live in.
Well said. And the structure of the song reinforces all this, cycling back through doubt, seeds, rainbows, and then landing firmly again and again on don't change your dance.
And that repetition is key.
It's brilliant because it acknowledges the cycle. Doubt will come back, the seeds always need watering, you will be tempted to switch dances, but the core instruction remains the same. Hold the line, persist.
The persistence is the point.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay. This has been a really deep dive. Taking these lyrics apart revealed such a practical, profound philosophy hidden in plain sight.
It really does.
We started with acknowledging that pressure, that necessary friction at the limits of doubt.
Recognize the power we have inside to cultivate intention.
Yeah, the seeds within. And then learned how to manage that daily effort, the watering, and how to spot the rewards, the magic medicine, and the signs along the way.
The rainbows.
The rainbows. And finally, received that core mandate.
Yeah.
Stay consistent. Don't change your dance.
And if you step back and look at the whole thing, the text provides a really complete, sort of self-contained system for generating, well, maybe not external success in the traditional sense,
Right.
but intrinsic success, the success that comes from self-mastery, from deliberately sticking to your core purpose through thick and thin.
It really is a manual for internal fortitude. Okay, so as you, listening, step back into your own world, think about that powerful future focus in the lyrics.
Tomorrow's world plays from how we feed today.
Exactly. So here's a final thought, something for you to carry forward. What specific intention are you watering right now? What is the dance, the method, the character, the rhythm that you've promised yourself you will absolutely protect? Protect from doubt, protect from distraction, the one you will never, ever change.
To find that rhythm.
Find that rhythm and keep your music playing.